Sometimes, I need a partner.
I also need a partner, or two.
Even I need a partner, bro.
So, I walked into the gym the other day. It was 6 a.m. The sun wasn't up, my brain wasn't up. I walked over to the bench press. I laid down, I looked up at the bar, and I realized something profound. The bar doesn't care about me. The bar has no feelings. The treadmill doesn't care if I had a bad day. The dumbbells aren't going to ask me how my weekend was. And while there is a certain monk-like beauty to training alone, just you, the iron, and the demons in your head. Let's be honest, training alone is dangerous, not just physically, but emotionally. When you train alone, you are the CEO, the manager, and the employee of your own workout. And let me tell you, I am a terrible employee. If I'm training alone and it starts to hurt, I quit, I negotiate, I tell myself, 8 reps is basically 10 reps if you round up. Today, I want to talk about the antidote to mediocrity. I want to talk about the single most effective performance-enhancing drug available on the market. It's not steroids, it's not creatine, it's not that weird pre-workout powder that makes your skin itch and feels like spiders are crawling on your face. It's a partner, a gym bro, a partner. See, humans are social animals. We aren't meant to suffer in isolation. Evolutionary biologists believe that early humans survived because they did things in groups. Hunting mammoths, group activity, building shelter, group activity. So why are you trying to deadlift 300 pounds while listening to a sad breakup playlist by yourself? Over the next little while, I'm going to break down exactly why working out with a partner isn't just fun. It is scientifically, psychologically, and physically superior to doing it in team. We're going to look at the science of accountability, the physics of safety, and the weird, beautiful psychology of bonding over heavy objects. Let's start with the hardest part of working out. It's not the squat, it's not the burpee, it is the front door. Getting to the gym is 90% of the battle. When you go alone, the only person you have to lie to is yourself. And let's be real, you are very easily convinced. Consider the scenario. It's 5:30 a.m. The alarm goes off, it's cold outside, your bed is warm. You think, I'll just go tomorrow. And you go back to sleep. No harm, no foul. You didn't let anyone down except future you, and future you is a chump anyway. Now, change the variable. You have a partner. His name is Mr. Muscle. Mr. Muscle is waiting in the parking lot. Mr. Muscle drove 15 minutes to get there. If you don't show up, Mr. Muscle is standing in the cold, texting you, wondering if you died. You cannot do that to Mr. Muscle.
I'm Mr. Muscle, and I'm waiting for you.
There is a psychological concept called external accountability. When we make a promise to ourselves, we break it about 50% of the time. When we make a promise to another human being, that breach of contract involves shame. That's the main reason why I created this channel. It was easy for me to give up on myself, but I can't allow people think that I quit so soon without putting enough effort. Social shame is a powerful motivator. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that 95% of those who started a weight loss program with friends completed the program, compared to a 76% completion rate for those who tackled the program alone. That is a massive gap. Basically, the fear of Mr. Muscle sending you a text that says, "Where you at?" is more powerful than your desire to be healthy. It works on the flip side too. It's called the use it or lose it phenomenon of friendship. If you have a standing appointment with a buddy every Tuesday and Thursday, training becomes a ritual. It stops being a decision you have to make. Decision fatigue is real. Every time you have to decide, should I go to the gym, you drain willpower. But if the decision is already made because Mr. Muscle is waiting, you save that brain power for the actual workout. Also, let's talk about the text messages. The cancel text is the most stressful text in the English language. You know the one. You're typing it out. Hey man, feeling a little under the weather. You delete it. Hey man, car trouble. You delete it. Eventually you realize it's actually less painful to just go lift weights than it is to craft a lie believable enough to fool Mr. Muscle, so you go. That is the power of the partner. Okay, so Mr. Muscle got you to the gym. Now, what happens when you're actually there? There is a fascinating phenomenon discovered by a German psychologist named Otto Kohler in the 1920s. It's called the Kohler effect. Here's the gist. Nobody wants to be the weak link. Kohler found that when individuals perform difficult tasks in a group, they work harder than they do alone, specifically because they don't want to let the group down. Even more interesting, the weaker partner usually sees the biggest gains. If I'm lifting with someone who is slightly stronger than me, I'm going to push myself so far past my comfort zone just to keep up. It's primal, it's monkey brain stuff. If I'm alone and I'm doing curls and I get to rep 8 and it burns, I stop. I put the weights down, I check Instagram. But if I'm with a partner and he just hit 12 reps, oh, you better believe I am hitting 12 reps. I might tear a bicep, I might cry a single tear of blood, but I am hitting 12 reps. This is also where we get into the concept of healthy competition. A study from Kansas State University found that people who exercised with a partner who they perceived to be slightly more fit increased their workout time and intensity by up to 200%. 200%. If you exercise with someone who is exactly your fitness level, it's good. But if you exercise with someone who is just a little bit better than you become a superhero. You are chasing them. And let's talk about the banter, the trash talk. You cannot replicate the adrenaline spike of your friend looking at the weight you just loaded and saying, "That's it?" My grandma warms up with that. Suddenly you have something to prove. You aren't lifting for health anymore. You aren't lifting for longevity. You are lifting to shut Dave's mouth. And that is a beautiful source of energy. Let's get serious for a second and talk about gravity. Gravity is undefeated. It has never lost a match. And when you are lying on a bench with 200 pounds of iron hovering over your trachea, gravity is looking at you, licking its lips. Working out alone limits your potential because you have to play it safe. You can't go for that 1 rep max on the bench press if there's nobody there to catch it if you fail. You stop 2 reps early because you're afraid of getting pinned. Did you know that the roll of shame, where you get stuck under a bench press and have to roll the bar down your stomach to your hips, is the most humbling experience a human can endure? It hurts your abs, it bruises your hips, and it destroys your soul. A partner unlocks forced reps. This is a training technique where you reach failure. You literally cannot lift the weight anymore, and your partner uses just 2 fingers to help you get 2 more reps. Those 2 reps, that's where the growth happens. That's where the muscle is built. You cannot do forced reps alone. If you try forced reps alone, they are called hospital visits, but there is a sacred bond between a lifter and a spotter. It is a relationship built on pure trust. Think about it. You are lying vulnerable, you are struggling, and another grown man is standing over you, his crotch dangerously close to your face, and you trust him with your life. You trust that if your arms give out, he has got you. This creates a psychological safety net. When you know you are safe, you take risks. When you take risks, you get stronger. It's simple math. A partner allows you to fail safely. And if you aren't failing occasionally in the gym, you aren't trying hard enough. Also, a partner is a walking form check. Mirrors lie, mirrors only show you the front. You can't see that your back is rounding like a scared cat. During a deadlift, your partner can. A good partner will stop you and say, "Hey, you look like a question mark." Straighten your back. They save you from injury. They save you from looking stupid. That is a true friendship. Finally, we have to talk about the mental health aspect. We live in a lonely world. We work on Zoom. We order food on apps. We date on screens. The gym is one of the last third places, not work, not home, where we actually interact with people physically. There is a concept called trauma bonding. Usually this refers to bad stuff, but in the gym, it's good stuff. When you and a partner both do a brutal leg workout, when you both feel that nausea, that burning in the quads, that desire to lay on the dirty floor, you are bonding. You are suffering together. Exercising with others releases significantly more endorphins than exercising alone. A study from the University of Oxford on rowers found that those who rowed in a synchronized boat had a higher pain threshold, meaning more endorphins, than those who rowed alone, even at the same intensity. Between sets, you talk. It's called social bonding via exertion. You don't just talk about weights, you talk about life. Men specifically are notoriously bad at sitting in a coffee shop and talking about their feelings face to face. It's too intense. But if we are standing side by side, looking at a dumbbell rack, suddenly we can talk about anything. Work stress, relationships, anxiety. The gym partner is the poor man's therapist. You get a chest pump and you get to vent about your boss. That is a 2-for-1 deal. So let's recap. If you get a workout partner, you will show up more because of the shame of flaking. You will work harder because of the curler effect and ego. You will be safer because gravity is mean. And you will be happier because shared suffering is bonding. If you are currently a lone wolf, I challenge you. The lone wolf sounds cool in movies. In reality, lone wolves usually starve or get kicked by a moose. Find a pack, find a partner, find a Mr. Muscle, ask a coworker, ask your neighbor, ask that random guy at the gym who also looks like he needs a spot. Hey man, wanna work in? That simple sentence could change your gains, and honestly, it might just change your life. Thank you, and go lift something heavy with a friend. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day, everyone.